My dog is shouting at something. BRB. Okay, I think we're good. Hello, my loves. Welcome back, or welcome to, if you are new here. This is my little corner of the world where I will be talking about, well, I just talk about knitting all day long, and that is just the way it is. But I hope you're all doing well, and I have a very, I wouldn't say big knitting podcast, but this is going to be the second one. So I hope that you are cozy. I hope you have a lovely cup of beverage of your choice, description of your choosing, with you. And let's discuss some knitting. Yes. So it's been a month. Obviously I have been doing a few projects here and there. Disclaimer, I have been extremely busy. There is a lot of things that are happening all at once. So I wish I could have done more, but I still think, actually, considering all of that I've done quite a lot. As I said in my previous videos, it's stuff that I'm proud of. It's not gonna be jumpers or anything crazy like that, so please don't expect that. Not yet. We're getting there, we're working on it. But as of right now, because of schedules, this is what I've been working on, this is what I finished, this is what I'm currently working on, and so again, some future projects. So let's just get into it. So, the first thing I think I finished this month was, of course, a scarf. If you didn't watch my previous podcast, you probably wouldn't be aware that I have been knitting a lot of gifts ready for Christmas. Ah, she said it. She said the word. For ready for Christmas. I have a a good few amount of gifts to still do, but because of my living situations might be changing, I don't really want to be carrying around a huge amount of bigger, chunkier, bulkier gifts when they could just be done and ready now. So the first one is this one. Looks like I'm doing an unboxing, like an unpacking video, doesn't it? Because they're always in bags. I do like to keep them clean. Okay, so this one, I think I'm gonna have to spend some time just at the end of the video just putting this all back in packaging, because I don't know if I can be bothered to do it all right now. But anyway, this is, it looks so nice now. It's like all like laid out really nicely. This is a scarf for a family member. It matches mine. I think I showed mine last time. This is the one that I was working on in the last podcast. So I finished it. I even finished it to the point where it has the little button that I like to add to my things that I make. So this is done. This is ready. I can't say who this is for because they may watch my videos and they don't know it's for them. I've asked their opinion on it and they like it, but they don't know it's for them. So yeah, but it was knit with 2 strands of, let me have a think, Trysil? It's not how you pronounce it, but it's a brand I got in Norway, and it's 100% merino wool. So the white sections of the scarf using this, and then I used one strand of this. Did I? Yes, I did. One strand of this along with, just almost dropped it, along with this one, which is also Tristle and also is 100% merino, except this one is superwash. I think this one is not. Oh, it's from House of Yarn. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. So I used these two for this one. I'll get these out of the bag and try and do like a little recording up close of what these are like, but they're really nice to work with, really cheap as well. I'm trying to think what store it was that I got them from, and my memory is not serving me well right now, so I don't know. But really, really nice, and it's created a really nice scarf replica for, God, I almost said it, for one of my family members. So I am sure that they are going to love that. It took me maybe under 2 weeks, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it took me under 2 weeks. Okay, the next thing I finished was, let me get this the right order. I'm pretty sure I only have 3 things that I have finished. Okay, so this, in theory, order-wise, this is it. You'll have to ignore this. I was using these to weight this down. Let me tell you, it worked very well because, you know, I don't have any type of block in my, so, and because it's stockinette, I just wanted it to have a bit more weight to just pull this down slightly. And you know what? It really works, so I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna go through this in a minute because this bad boy is new to me. But yes, so this is as you can tell from the fact that I'm wearing it again, this is another bandana. I have 2 ends to weave in. One little one here, one here, obviously. It's just the way that we rock and roll, I think. But it's using this, I don't know what this yarn is brand wise, because it was a random yarn for me. I picked it up in my local charity shop for craft supplies, basically, because I don't actually have a yarn shop near me in probably miles radius where I live. But I found this, I wound it into a cake. I don't remember if I have posted a video of me winding this. I probably haven't, but it's something I need to do. But I definitely have, or am going to post a video of me knitting with it, and it's like a short YouTube short TikTok type style video, and it's so nice. This like look at this. I had a few people say that it would just like looked really magical when I was knitting it on stream. Someone said that it reminded them of like the Northern Lights because of the colorings and but this is a pattern by someone on Etsy. I just slightly changed it, so I made it a lot bigger, and also I made my own little band at the top so it would stop at stitches at the end to give it kind of a, I don't really know how to describe this, but almost like a more delicate look to the underside of the straps. Yeah, I can't explain things very well, but I made this. I haven't worn it yet. I'm dying to wear it, but I hadn't quite got around to finishing off the ends. And what am I saying? I literally put the bandana on in my last podcast with ends hanging out. But I need to just finish it off in regards to ends. But this is in theory a finished piece of work, project. Finished object. FO. Hello? Words are deceiving me today. But yes, and then I will We'll also touch on this in a second because that's a new thing. That bandana possibly took me, oh gosh, not even a week. I cast that on at the same time as the other scarf because if I've got a chunkier project going, I like to have a slimmer project at the same time. Smaller needle project, which this was using 4mm needles, whereas obviously my scarf, I've made a few of these. They all use my 10 mil circular needles, and I probably have used them needles the most, bar my 5 mil because I've made a lot of face cloths and things like that. As you've seen, I haven't made any more this month, but I'm likely gonna make some more this month coming, I think, because they are going to be nice projects for me to make. So you might see some of those in the next podcast. Whether the podcast will stay as every single month, I'm going to try to, but we're just going to see how we go in regards to how much I've got done, how much time I have. If you would prefer to still have them monthly, even if there's not as much to talk about, do let me know down in the comments, because it's good for me to know, you know. I want to put out stuff that you want to see, but also I don't want to, I don't know, just let me know. Would you prefer to still see it monthly even if there's not too much to talk about, or every so often? Give me a general consent. Why am I trying to say big words when I know I can't do it? Consensus. Give me a hint. Give me some constructive ideas. Give me an idea. But yeah, so 4mm needles on this one, and the yarn is just absolutely stunning. I did this also to try and use up the yarn. As you can see, that did not happen. So I am kind of thinking either make another bandana or 2 or 3 just in case people want them, or I'm thinking making a bunting out of the rest of this. I'll go through that in a minute because we're not there yet. Right. The next thing. I'm so proud of this. So, yes, you may be thinking, but Holly, there is an end sticking out. You would be correct. It's the only one as well that I haven't tucked in yet. I could have at least done that one, couldn't I? I also still need to sew on one of my little buttons that I really like to put on. So I will just sew that onto the corner, tuck this end in, and this is finito. So in my mind, it's done. I thought that I was going to end up talking about this in the sense that it is still a work in progress. I'm really happy that it's finished. This was a hefty project. It is a scarf. This is for my, I think I can say it. I don't think my nan's gonna watch my videos. This is for my nan for Christmas. So I've made my granddad one, made my nan one, I've made someone else one, I'm gonna be making another one. I have plans to make 2 more after that. Am I taking on too much? Possibly. Is that part of my toxic trait? I think so. Thinking I can do everything. But yes, I'm very, very happy with how this turned out. The colour work on this side looks great. I don't necessarily think it looks bad on the other side. My nan won't care about that. I'm very happy with it. Both of the scarves are around or just over 75 inches, which is... Wait, let me try and be helpful. Wait, why am I doing that? I can just search it up. Google has it good for us nowadays. It's about 190.5 centimeters, roughly. You're welcome for the accuracy. I don't know what's happened. I've just got this burst of energy. I'm not going to complain. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I just moved you out of the way. Sorry, hands. Okay, so this has taken me a little bit longer. I would say it's taken me 2 weeks, maybe just over 2 weeks. I cast this on after I finished the other one, and I literally finished this yesterday on stream. So, yeah. This one's taking me a little bit longer, but I did do, I think, 3 extra stitches. I know that might not seem like much, but when you're doing it in this length, them 3 extra stitches do make a difference. So, in my mind, this is a finished project or a finished object. I just have to weave in an end and sort out the button. But I did this with, again, with my 10mm sticks. Do I have my 10mm sticks? Not that you need to see them, but my 10mm sticks. So, this is where it gets a little bit insane. I used double Sanders Gone on the white bits. So I used this Sanders Gone. I still have quite a lot. I'm really surprised. Which is the colour 1001. Nice. Which I love this very, very much. I think that Sanders Gone is just stunning. I think it's so nice to work with. It's so soft. It's so easy to... The finished product is so easy to work with as well. So I very much like this. But I doubled this up to create this white edge. And then when it came to this pink bit here, I did multiple like little swatches, because I didn't really know, because this yarn is slightly thinner in weight, so it's slightly less in weight in regards to how thin it is in comparison to the Sanders Gone. So it took me ages to pick up the courage to actually start doing this. So I did a swatch of the white, like the 2 whites together, so I knew exactly how thick that was going to be. Fine. And I didn't need these to be, because I wasn't following a pattern, I didn't do a full square swatch. So please don't come for me for that. So this is my white little swatch. And then I did the two strands. This is still, there's nothing wrong with it in particular, but the needle size I was using to the size yarn, you can tell that the yarn is just way too thin to support that, especially when you pair it with this. That's a very different thickness. So one strand of each of these colors were not going to work. Just for reference as well, these were the yarns I used. Again, Trysil. I don't know how to say it. Can someone please tell me? I just don't know. I'm going to keep butchering it until I know exactly how to say it. And I feel really bad about that. But it's like a darker, kind of like, ooh, would you classify that as like a cranberry colour? Maybe. And then like a lighter pink. You can kind of see them really well when you put them together. But it's the Baby Yarn, which is Super Wash Merino Baby Yarn. Baby wool, baby yarn. Yeah. So, yeah, I did that. So there's 2 colours here. And then I was like, okay, well, this is too thin. So it's gonna have, these are gonna have to be the 2 options. So I did one with 3 strands, one with 4. Now the 3 strand one, I loved this, but I didn't quite think it was what I was going for my nan. I just didn't really feel like it was, I feel like out of the 2 she would prefer this one. I'm very glad I did do that now, because I am in love with how this colour has turned out, like the colour mix has turned out. This is using one of each pink colour and the white of the Sanders Gone, and it looks stunning, but it's not what I was going for. So yes, and then this one was 2 of each of the pinks, so that was 4 strands I held together. Yeah, slightly, it did end up getting, it was end up slightly thicker than the white, but they're slightly different in the sense that I think you can get away with it. I don't think it looks particularly bad at all. I'm very happy with how it looks. So yes, 10 mil using 4 strands of the pink together to create what it is now. So that's another one done. Okay, I think I'm just going to continue and hope that the dogs don't go mental. But you're not going to be surprised to see this one. Not that I need to show it because I literally haven't really got any further on it. But I didn't get any further on it. In regards to work in progress, whips, work in progress. I still have the exact same. Actually, I might have done 2 rows. I started doing more and then I got sidetracked. Probably with one of my bigger projects, i.e., one of those bad boys. So I probably got 2 rows more done of this. We'll see where we're at with it next month. But yeah, so I wanted to include it anyway because I'm gonna end up poking my eye out. Because it is still a work in progress. It is still in the whips pile. It's just that I will be able to take this with me quite easily, I think, because it's small enough to do so. So I'm not too fussed about it, and it is it's like a beanie hat. It's like a woolly hat. We're in summer. It's almost the last day of June. I don't need it right now. I don't need it. Therefore, we don't touch it. No, I will get back to it soon though, when I am able to get back around to it. So satisfying. The other and only other whip I have right now, which may change, is this. Let me bring the whole thing over. Everything's so organised, don't I? So is this. It is an. I'm just obsessed with these. I just think that they're so easy to make, yet they look so nice. I'm making another bandana in blue. In the stockinette pattern, so the same as this one, but this one's using my 5mm needles because that's what the pattern can either be in 4 or like between like, well, it can actually be 3.5, I guess, but can be, it's quite a versatile pattern with the needle size you want to use when it's around that area, I think. So yeah, I have been making another one of these. It is in the light blue color. It's in this in Drops Paris. The color is 100. And I'm excited. I'm excited to see how breathable it's gonna be, because this feels really thick, but I think it's just because it's stockinette. But I'm really excited. I'm gonna get this one finished, and then I have a blue one, and then I have plans for another one and another one, which I'll go through in a second. But this is I think I only cast this on maybe 1 or 2 days ago, and it's just been something I've been doing as I've been working on things or modding Twitch streams, or something I would also do on my own streams, except I was doing my scarf on my own stream yesterday. And it's such a simple pattern. I love it. I think for what you make, it looks so much more difficult than what it actually is. So we love that. We love that. Yes, so that is a recent cast on. Other than that, they are the only 2 projects I currently have on needles. I have other projects that I want to get on the needles, but I don't know what order I want to do it in. So it's kind of, because it's not like fully planned out in my head yet, I can't just go ahead and put it on the needles. It's just the way my brain works. So I imagine I'm definitely finishing that this month, maybe even within the next week. So I may end up having like 3 or 4 bandanas to show you next month. Apologies in advance. Which, if you didn't see my last video, this is the one I did the month before, in May. And I thought I would wear it again today. Dun, 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 dun. We move on to acquisitions. No. Yes, acquisitions. I'm going to do this one first because it just good to just get it out of the way. So this is something I got off Etsy. Now, am I gonna be able to remember the name of said person? I don't know. I can potentially find out. But I really wanted a yarn measure because I have a lot of random yarn. When I say random yarn, I mean yarn without labels, brands. I don't know what it is. I'm not skilled enough to just hold a piece of yarn and go, yes, it's this. So, I have bought a couple patterns this month, I've realised. Not very expensive, only a couple pounds here and there, but so it's someone called Laser by J. Wait, does it say it on here? That's awkward. Anyway, it cost me, including postage, I think, £5.50. Now, personally, I just prefer supporting creators of all different things where I can. It's just something super simple that I can keep with, you know, my yarn, not my yarn, my needle measurer situation that I got in Norway. And so it kind of tells you, you can quickly put the yarn up against it to see what category it maybe fits into. Obviously the only one it doesn't have is it Jumbo? The one that's after super bulky or super chunky. And it tells you how many wraps it would take. Not food wraps. Sorry if you haven't eaten lunch, go and do so. But this here is a 1 inch gap, and the way you measure what weight your yarn is. Now I'm not talking about in grams, I'm not talking about like if you have a 50-gram ball, it's 50 grams, you know, but I'm talking about how thick the yarn is. It's also measured in, that's weight is how they measure it. How many wraps you can do from one end to the other will tell you what weight of yarn it is, what category it fits into, and that's how you know. That's how it makes it easier when you're swapping out different yarns or using different yarns, that a pattern calls for a certain type of weight. This is going to help you out quite a lot. I think you could probably pick these up anywhere. I just really wanted to go onto Etsy. I always try to go onto Etsy where I can because I just think it's nice to support other people that make stuff. And it's really cute, and you get this little sheep. It's really cute. So yeah, the only thing is they do say leave you like a little note when it comes to the door, and just be like, it has been like coated in a certain protective layer, so let it air dry before you use it, for like, not air dry but like air out a bit, because it can be a little bit, the smell can be a little bit overpowering, but it didn't bother me. I just let it, I put it in my bathroom and just let it air out for a bit. So that was really cool to get that. Another thing that I got new this month is these. So on my Twitch I have a throne wish list, which, if you don't know what that is, it means that you can put items really only from Amazon or Etsy. I haven't tried Etsy yet, just because every time I try to, the website has a go at me and it's like, no, like we can't ensure that these products will be around and shipped out and stuff. Yeah, well, it is what it is. But anything from Amazon that you might want, or like maybe the community can suggest certain products that they've seen on Amazon and they want me to test it, for example, I can put it on that list. They can buy it through that website and it is delivered to me. They have extremely kindly purchased this item for me, and my address stays hidden, so it's like a safe way to send gifts without having a PO box, etc. But one of the things that I put on my list is because I have this, which just came with one of my sets. I have like a few like sewing kits. This came with one of them. It's just a 3.5mm crochet hook. It's just the basic, just basic hook. I don't actually have any others other than that, so I put these on my wish list. It's a set that goes, I think, from a 2 mil up to a 6, I want to say. Yeah, up to a 6. And the thing that I liked about them is the patterns on them. They're very fun, they're very cute. I really liked the patterns and the colours. I just thought they were very cool. I didn't realise before that they were handmade, so that's a positive, that's a bonus on top. The only thing is obviously when things are handmade, they're not always going to be perfect. And some of them, yeah, they could be a little bit better, but that also could be coming from the side of me that didn't realize they were going to be handmade. So maybe I felt a little bit disappointed because I didn't know they were going to look like that. But they're still cute nonetheless, and I definitely am excited to use them, because I realized when I was making my vest top the other month in May, that I only had my 3.5mm hook, and I really probably could have done with a 4 or 5. And I figured that this would be the best way, especially since they're so damn cute, to be honest. So I also got those. I am not a avid crocheter. It's kind of new-ish to me. I haven't done it enough to say that I actually do it. So, but I'm excited because I'm very grateful for the person that bought these. So Alex, if you're watching, thank you for purchasing these. I'm excited to use them. So two more acquisitions that I got, or 2 things that are new to me, which is one of the reasons why I put off the bandanas for so long, is that I bought this blue. I did a drops order that came straight from Norway, and it had one of these blue Paris yarns, the cotton yarns, and it had this yellow Paris cotton yarn. In my last podcast, I kind of held up this yellow square, if you remember that, against the bandana, and I was like, that's actually really nice. Well, I went out and got some more. So, except this was from just a seller on Etsy, eBay, maybe, because it was just for the 2, and shipping prices from Norway for just 2 yarns just wouldn't be viable. It would be incredibly expensive. So I got one more of the blue, one more of the yellow, because when I was making this bandana, I needed more than one, just for me, because I made it so big. More than one skein, like yarn ball of the darker color. Now, the first yarn ball was open, so I don't know exactly, but I didn't want to start it and not have enough. Mainly as well because I know I'm going to be using these colours for other things. I'm not too fussed if there is stuff left over. So I bought one more yellow and one more blue, hence why I cast on that other blue one. The yellow is colour 19. I have a lot of this colour, which is colour 24. It's just like a dark grey. You can literally like see it on my head right now, you know. But I have quite a lot in there. I don't actually know exactly how many I have. I just got a very good deal on those ones. So my PC just crashed, like full on crashed. Like everything shut down. I'm very glad that my audio was like my recording was saved up to that point because that was 44 minutes long. It just completely wiped out, restarted, crashed, or crashed, restarted, and then was like, you need to restart your PC for this reason. I don't know if maybe one of the things that was plugged in just made it crash. I hope it doesn't happen again. But also it now means that my camera might look a little bit different because I don't know what settings I had on. So, because I didn't necessarily have any settings on in particular, it was just more like where I had it, like where the zoom was, and I don't know where that was. So we're just gonna continue. I don't know where I was. I think I was talking about how I needed more than one ball of yarn for this. Yes, but it wasn't a full ball of yarn. Back to the podcast. Technology is brilliant until it stops working. You're just like, oh, what am I supposed to do now? Goodness me. So I got one more of each of these, and I love this Paris. I think it's great. I like it a lot. Okay, so moving forwards, we're going to talk about my plans going forwards. This includes more bandanas. You damn well know. One, because I obviously have one cast on. Two, because I have more plans for bandanas. So the yellow yarn, I want to make a bandana, but it has a slightly different pattern. I will probably talk about that pattern a little bit more next month, just in case I don't manage to get around to it. But it's basically the same pattern, except it's garter stitch, so it's a little bit like this one, but there's a pattern in the middle. So I'll get around to it. Like I said, I don't really know whether I want to make another bandana out of this one, but I may. I'm just gonna see how we go. I do have this yarn. It is another random yarn to me. So it's one of those yarns which has like a sparkly, like a shiny tape around it, which holds it together. And I just think it's gonna look really nice as a bandana. So I think I might make a pink one. Potentially, if I can work out exactly how to do it, have like a white exterior, like a white border on it. I think that could look really nice. So I also am likely to cast this one on pretty soon, I imagine. And look at this colour. Isn't it just stunning? Absolutely stunning. I have a lot of yarn, as you can see. I've been trying to come up with little ideas, like little projects. That means that I will be able to work through my yarn stash a little bit quicker. I have little project ideas already. I just don't know exactly which ones I'm going to do first. I do, however, have a plan to do a vest top, just like a basic kind of try do like a boxy shape with like thicker straps, kind of like in this pattern, like a ribbed pattern. And we'll kind of go from there. Likely it'll be in like a white yarn, which I do have somewhere around here, like a light cotton yarn. I don't think I'll do it in time for summer, but the intention is there, and I will probably wear it all year round anyway. So, because they get very warm very quickly, and sometimes vest tops are the way to go. They're just just sometimes the way to go. One other thing I want to do, again, it's not even remotely close to being related to the season we're currently in, but I have, well, my family has 3 dogs. One of them is mine. In particular, he is a red cocker spaniel. He's a little cutie, but he, because of his past, suffers from fear aggression and just is a little bit messed up. So he tends to wear, not in these heats at all, he doesn't have them, but he tends to wear jumpers, whether it be like a security jumper, what they call like a thunder shirt type thing, slash just wearing jumpers in general. We learn actually really kind of helps with his anxiety because it's a little bit tighter in those areas, that makes him feel a little bit more at ease. So my plan is to knit him a jumper for the winter. I do have some drop snow lying around, and the sizing the weight of it, like size wise, fits the pattern that I've been looking at perfectly. And I think, well, the pattern is one by Jenna Phipps, I think. And I think it's just the Bensons. Is it the Benson sweater? I don't know, my PC just crashed. I've lost the tab now for the exact name, but it's a really cute one. It's really simple looking as well. So I plan on getting that pattern and knitting that. I think this would be a good one. Maybe he would be better off in acrylic, but I kind of like the idea that I could use this yarn for it because I already have it. And also these colours together would be really cute. So I just think it'd be a good idea. So I'm considering doing that. Specifically, I don't have any more scarves planned. I do have one that I am wanting to do, and it's with all like the brown colours that I have. I haven't quite worked out exactly how I want to do that yet, so for me, I won't be casting that on just yet. But it would also use up like a whole chunk of yarn that, if you follow me on TikTok, you would have seen me wind pretty much all of them. But yeah, I don't have any more projects planned right now, but I do have just little things, like little projects that I want to work on. But as of right now, my main focus is to finish a bunch of these bandanas because they are really, really cute, and also work on getting my stash a little bit further down. With the amount that I have, the end of this month has been absolutely hectic, and I'm very, very, very grateful for everyone that has stuck around and that is, including Twitch, Discord, etc. I just, yeah, I really appreciate you all so very much during this time. And I hope that you're all doing well. But we'll see how much I can get done. Things are about to settle down a little bit more at the start of July. So once we're past that point, I can do a little bit more and actually get more done and not be as stressed. So we'll see where we're at then. But until then, I think I may bring out maybe a knit and chat in between that time as well, so there'll be another video going up between now and the end of July. This one may be a little bit late because I'm recording this one on the 29th, because every day that I've tried to sit down and record this, something has happened and it stopped me from doing so. So I think I'm just going to go ahead, get this edited, and it doesn't need that much editing, so it'll be okay. Get this edited, get this up for you as soon as possible, and yeah, I'll end up seeing you guys in the next one. And of course I'll keep posting shorts as well because they are easy to post, just so you have that. And I think that's it. So if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching the video and just supporting my channel and supporting me, and yeah, I just really appreciate it. So thank you so much. It genuinely means the world, more than you'll ever know. So thank you so much. I will see you guys in the next one. If you did like the video, please do like it. Please do let me know what you're working on, and also what you thought of the podcast. Feedback is always really lovely to hear. Swatting myself in the face. Obviously constructive as always. But any type of feedback is really appreciated. Yes. Also subscribe if you're new and you're excited to see the journey that I am, like this journey that we're all going on together, and are also quite excited to see, I don't know, my portfolio as to how my knitting is progressing, I guess. So I will see you guys in the next one, and thank you so much for watching and spending the time, your time on supporting this channel. And yes, I will see you guys very soon. As always, I'm gonna go before I keep rambling. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I really am so excited to see you very soon. And yeah, look after yourselves. Much love, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Genuinely, thank you so much for watching the video. I can't explain quite how much the support that I've had on this platform has just made my day every single day. I'm very grateful, and I'm very appreciative of every single one of you. So thank you so much.